Ready?
Bring it!
Huh? Isn't it Skirk? Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? What's Skirk doing here in Notcry? Exactly. And Dory's here too. We should go over and say hi.
Wow, my. Such an exquisite radiant exoskeleton. Come, let me take a closer look, so I can make sure to offer you a fair price. Please, take a seat and rest a while. If you have anything you'd like to eat or drink, I'd be more than happy to...
Let's not waste time. Just tell me how much you're offering.
Of course. Just a moment. Just remarkable. Not so much as a scratch. Even the very best bounty hunters would struggle to retrieve a radiant exoskeleton.
Skirk! Dory! What are you two doing here?
I came to look around Nogcry, and thought I'd take the opportunity to make a little Mora.
What's this? My most valued customer is already acquainted with my most valued customer?
Is Paimon hearing things? Or did you just say most valued customer twice?
Naturally, my most valued customers are equally valued, so you both receive my most effusive enthusiasm. Please, rest here a moment while I work the price out.
You've gotten stronger. It seems you haven't neglected your training since we last met. I see. Nogcry is home to many worthy opponents. Should you overcome this trial, your strength will increase further still.
So, how have you been, Skirk? When we last saw you, you said fate would decide how we'd meet again. Well, Paimon didn't think it would decide so quickly.
Was it quick? It's felt like a very long time to me. My life will experience little change until a true turning point arrives. But as for you, you are at a pivotal point in your journey. Have care. Victory and defeat are seldom long-lived.
Excuse me, dear customer. After careful consideration, I'm prepared to offer you 6 million mora for these radiant exoskeletons. I assure you that this is the fairest possible price. While you might be able to sell a single item for 700,000 or so, when it comes to buying in bulk...
I'll take half of that in cash. I won't be staying long, so there's no point carrying around more money than I need. As for the other half, give it to these two in the form of food or supplies. You should have plenty of both in your stores.
Of course. I can see my most valued customers enjoy a very close relationship. Here's your mora. Please, do stop by again.
Huh?
I'll be going then. Until next time.
Huh? Won't you stay for a chat? Oh, she's gone again. That
That's just how she is, sweeping in and out like a sudden gust of wind. I'm used to it by now.
Hey, that reminds Paimon. You haven't forgotten her somehow? Even though you've done lots of business together before? What's the deal with that?
Huh? What do you mean? The all-knowing Lord Sangama Bay keeps every customer near and dear to her heart. Fine, if you must know, she's not really my customer, but rather a guest of Miss Alice, my supplier. Miss Alice introduced her to me, and now she drops by from time to time to do business. She's the perfect customer. She always brings quality goods and doesn't care too much about the price.
Whoa! That's one suspicious-looking grin. You're not ripping her off, are you?
Ridiculous! A strong, mysterious customer like that who brings me valuable items? I practically worship the ground she walks on. Dory's Divine Bazaar is a fair and reputable business. Now, I promised I'd supply you with food, so it's about time I start hunting for ingredients. 3 million mora. What can I find that's worth 3 million mora? It looks like I'm going to have to dig out something very special indeed.
And in summary, that's the commission we're here for. How's that sound to you, Yehoda?
All the same to me. You should ask yourself one question, though. You want to catch someone and not cry? How many lives are you prepared to lose for it?
Well, I once read a story. It told me that if I find a deer with divinity, I could use its antlers to take my place for one death. And what do you know? Deer happens to be one of the Inazuman characters in my name, and I've got my own life to spare. That makes 2. Traveler, what a coincidence. What are you doing in Nodcry? Another stop on your journey, perhaps? Sharp. I'm here in pursuit of a fugitive who fled Inazuma. He's racked up a real rap sheet, and he's always trying to flee further and further abroad. A few months ago, we received intel that he was hiding out in Nodcry and had joined a band of bandits. He soon returned to his usual MO. That is to say, robbing homes and raiding caravans. I think they called themselves the Seahook Gang or something. Word is they're quite a big deal in Nodcry and have taken in a fair share of exiled criminals from Crow. After that, I knocked on the doors of the Curatorium of Secrets, Mora in hand, and asked the boss to get me someone who could point me in the direction of this Seahook Gang. That's right. Judging by your expression, I'm guessing you're acquainted. I can tell. My intuition tells me that if Yehoda became a thief, even I'd never be able to catch her.
You can cut the chatter. Boss Neff gave me the job, so it's only natural I'd be good at it. But the Seahook Gang you're looking for isn't the original Seahook crew. The original gang's long since disbanded. The people calling themselves that now are just riding on the name and scamming folks left and right. Yeah, I guess I do, huh?
Interesting. This is news to me. Would you mind telling me more about this new gang of imposters, Yehoda?
What's there to tell? New or old, fake or real, the Seahook Gang are bandits. A bunch of scoundrels who banded together for Mora, then fell out over it. Their old leader wound up thrown overboard as fish food, while some died and others continued their wanderings. The long and short of it is that the old Seahook Gang are dead, gone, or both.
Wait. Doesn't that mean some of the suspects within could have started going around committing...
When a house goes poof, the snakes and rats nestled within find other walls to burrow into.
But for all the vermin out there, it's also the perfect time to find a good place to settle down, and maybe get a good roommate along the way. If I were a rat, escaping the snake would mean freedom from being hunted down and eaten. When you think about it, that's a good thing. In any case, you've been most helpful, Yehoda. Thank you for the intel. It seems the mora spent on your services was well worth it. It's honestly a real load-off to know that these people are just imposters using the Sea Hook Gang's name. I'd have had to admit I was in over my head flying solo against the real gang, with its international cohort of goons and all.
Well, wait. You think you can take them on as they are now, all by yourself?
Yeah, more or less. After all, I'm only looking for our Inazuman fugitive. I'm not here to bring the whole gang to justice.
That's a bold statement, but whatever. I'll help you track the imposters down. What happens after, that's got nothing to do with me.
Your kindness is appreciated, but this time I'd rather this be a solo outing. Now, I suppose that's that. I'll leave locating them to you, Yehoda. As for me, I'll get to thinking of how I can haul this scoundrel back to Inazuma and have him confess his crimes.
The people of the academia may be clever, but those clever people simply can't stop themselves from doing stupid things. Thank you, most eminent Lord Sangama Bey, for improving my mood for the whole morning once more. Ah, and this bottle of wine from Sumeru. Its exquisite flavor is well worth the price.
As long as you like it. Next month, I'll be sure to have my subordinates deliver more. Please don't like it, please don't like it! This bottle is so wallet-smashingly expensive, I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't absolutely have to pave the way for our future collaborations!
One jug of wine's enough for today. Just put this round on my tab and we'll settle it at the end of the month. Oh, and don't include Yehoda's secret snack order. She's footing that bill herself. I know Dory's spent a lot of money trying to get a deal from me. I shan't say no to free drinks, but perhaps it'd be best to leave her some room to wiggle.
No problem. I'll send the bill over in a few days. Am I going crazy? Why is Nefer being so straightforward this time? Don't dwell on it, Dory. Just focus on getting the deal first.
Why so hasty? Please, after all the trust I've placed in you, surely it's unbecoming to fleece a fellow countrywoman over a simple drink? Dory, oh Dory, the deal is yours, but the money? Oh, we're going to split it.
Oh, come now. Even sisters need to settle accounts clearly. Let's put the mora on the table first, so we don't run into trouble down the line. I don't like that look she's giving me. She wants a cut of the deal, doesn't she? That's going to be a pain. How much should I let her have?
Just some hometown gossip. You're welcome to join us if you'd like. However, nothing we've discussed prior has been particularly interesting. Mostly more of the same. But really, I must know, Miss Dory, why did you want to get involved in that fiasco at the academia? It's a simple feat to lift a sleeping serpent from its nest. But what happens when it wakes up? Had you no fear of getting bitten?
She just won't stop. Why is she bringing this up again? Wait, now that the Traveler's here, could she be using this information to exchange for some favors down the line? Oh, well, the Traveler's the one listening in. What harm could that do? May as well help our personal, really. Why, business, of course. Sometimes you just need to learn how to wrangle snakes. That fiasco gave me one of the biggest orders of my entire career.
Oh, fascinating. So, did you profit from it all? I heard that after Azar fell, a certain group of cowards fled Sumeru. That must have played havoc on your trade routes, with no small amount of goods lost in the process.
Right, and a sizable sum of Mora, too. But that's just life as a merchant. You win some, you lose some. Even big losses are small problems. With money, more helping hands can be found and more goods purchased. But I had to retain the ability to do business in Sumeru.
Much like Genius Invocation TCG, then? It doesn't matter if you win or lose or how many cards you have in your hand. Retaining the right to sit at the table and play is a victory in its own right.
That's right. As long as I can still do business, I can recoup my losses eventually. But I'll never leave the card table I sit at. Sumeru, that is. If I did, I'd really be left with nothing.
My. I didn't know you loved your homeland so much.
Well, I love Mora, and I'm the best at earning Mora in Sumeru.
Your senses are certainly sharp when it comes to business, Miss Dory. Even now you prove yourself worthy of the title you claim. And those cowards who fled will never be able to play at your table ever again.
Hey, Yehuda! Wow, this place is packed.
My intel network never steers me wrong. Now I'm thinking we start off by checking whatever transaction records we can find. See if our thief already made the sale.
Hey! Which one of you is the rotten thief who stole my robot, huh? Come out and show yourself!
That was not what I had in mind.
My. You must be the owner of the Crumb-Kake craft shop.
Now this is an opportunity I've been waiting for. Always easier to talk business in person.
Which one of you is the thief?
No thieves here, only shrewd business people. Speaking of, you do custom orders, right? Kid, make me a robot. I'll be sure to make it worth your while.
You're the one who built that robo-maid, right? Is it for sale? I'm dying to get my hands on one.
Both of you? Get out of my face!
It's clear you two have no respect for even the most basic of rules. No wonder an illegal market like this is the only one that'll take you. Even if Miss Aino is willing to do business with you, and that's a big if. All negotiations go through the front desk. As you can see, this kid's creations are a hot commodity in Nodcry. I'm not surprised these merchants are practically clambering over each other in excitement.
I don't care! And Nefer's not for sale, and neither is Clink-Clank. These grown-ups are getting on my nerves. But the Traveler was right. Well, they're not gonna fess up because they don't even feel guilty. Oh, there goes my plan. Yeah, Getting them to confess was kind of a long shot.
If you figured that would work, you're even more out of touch than I thought. These people only care about one thing, Mora. If we want information, the front desk is the place to start. Follow me.
Bring it!
Ah, if it isn't the owner of the Clink-Clank craft shop. What an honor! How can I assist you?
Let me do the talking. It's simple. We just want to know if anyone has tried to sell one of the craft shop's bots around here recently.
Ah, well, I won't lie to you. We're very much a need-to-know establishment. Meaning we don't make a habit of asking for details about the transactions that take place here. It's one of the advantages of this place. Our clients are free to buy or sell whatsoever they might wish. All they need to do is post a notice on the bulletin board.
That's it? No wonder this place is illegal.
Wait, you guys! The first notice here is offering a huge sum of Mora in exchange for Aino's newest robot!
Clink-Clank was stolen! And you just sit back and let people peddle stolen goods for cash. That makes you just as bad as the thief.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. As I said, we never question the terms of our transactions. It's a matter of professionalism. Remaining neutral in client disputes is a must.
Clink-Clank is more than a robot. He's my friend. I'm not gonna let him be sold off like some second-rate piece of scrap.
Hey, you can't tear that down. I'm obligated to keep it up until closing, at least. Please, show some understanding.
What happened to remaining neutral in client disputes?
Listen, customers have to pay to put up a notice, all right? We have to turn a profit somehow. If you pay more than the original customer, I'll let you cover that notice up with one.
Enough! This place clearly has its rules. There's no point in making a scene. Besides, we found a clue, didn't we? Let's see what the notice says. Willing to part with large sum in return for specific robot. It appears to be the work of the Chromkake craft shop. Details negotiable in person. According to intel from an informant, there is only one of its kind in existence. It is currently in the hands of the Frost Moon Scions. Present the robot to me, and a generous sum of Mora will be yours.
The Frost Moon Scions? Does that mean...
The Chromkake craft shop is situated between the Frost Moon Enclave and Nasha Town. Their people always pass by the workshop whenever they need to head into town. Over time, you get used to it. And Nefer and I never even thought to be on guard.
So, does that mean the Frost Moon Scions stole your bot? But why?
I know why. They obviously want Clink-Clank's desserts for themselves.
Desserts?
Yeah, and Nefer is always controlling my sugar intake or whatever. So that's why I created Clink-Clank. All you gotta do is input the recipe and provide the ingredients, and he bakes desserts for you.
All this for a dessert baking robot?
Trying to downplay it, are we, Miss Aino? Not convincing enough to fool the various factions of Notcry, I'm afraid.
Who are you?
Asako? Oh, my boss knows him. He's quite a respected guy in that circle. What are you doing in a place like this?
The Voynich Guild isn't the only place to make deals, you know. Business often requires one to expand their horizons. And when it comes to lucrative opportunities, I'm not one to discriminate. In fact, I'm the one who got someone to post the notice you just saw.
So you're the one who's trying to buy Clink-Clank. You're as rotten as the rest of them.
No, it's just business. I have a fascination with this robot of yours, Miss Aino. I tried to purchase it from the Frost Moon Scions, but those zealots wouldn't budge. So here I am, right at the source. I want you to fashion another of its kind. Mora is no object. I'll even offer you 10 times the number on the notice.
I don't do business with rotten thieves.
Your notice didn't talk about how you want this done. In other words, stealing is fair game. You're telling me someone of your esteem is willing to risk your reputation for a cake-baking robot? How about this? Share the intel from your informant, and the Crumkake craft shop will owe you a favor.
According to my intel, this bot is capable of much more than baking cakes. It incorporates the technology of the boom and blast Kuvaki energy cannon, and has formidable potential as a weapon.
What?
Look at that cannon. It's capable of condensing Kuvaki into highly destructive energy. But it's too big and cumbersome to be mass-produced and transported. Not to mention, it takes a considerable amount of time between firings to prepare the ammunition. All in all, it's not something that can be commercialized. But if you make it smaller and easier to mass-produce, you have the perfect product, even if it doesn't quite replicate the power of that cannon. Besides, if you think about it, is that not precisely why the Frost Moon Scions targeted your bot in the first place? In their doctrine, Kuvaki is a sacred power. They'd consider it blasphemy to treat it as anything but. The giant cannon in Nasha Town uses Kuvaki to fend off the wild hunt and protect the people, which is something the Frost Moon Scions can accept. But turning that technology into a product and allowing anyone with Mora to purchase it via the black market and wield the power of Kuvaki for themselves. Now that is blasphemy of the highest order, I would imagine. A lot of trouble could come knocking at your doorstep, Miss Aino. But sell that technology to me, and it all goes away.
Please don't tell me you've made some kind of war machine again.
Clink-Clank isn't a war machine. I already told you. He makes desserts. And he's my friend, and I'm gonna get him back no matter what it takes. So you can take your offer and get lost.
It appears negotiations have broken down. A real pity.
Well, what do we do now?
We know Clink-Clank is with the Frost Moon Scions, so all we have to do is go there and then...
Good idea!
Hold up. I should warn you, if that merchant was telling the truth, things are about to get tricky. Just...
Traveler, Paimon, come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. I sense you are troubled. Please, unburden yourself.
You saw right through us again, huh?
Bathed in moonlight, the concern in your features is as stark as the dark spots on a full moon, ever betraying the emotion that lies beneath the surface.
I tell Aino to keep quiet for 1 second, and of course, she throws a tantrum. Lady Moonchanter, allow me to explain.
Theft. How despicable. A disgrace on the Frost Moon Scions.
It's all just speculation at this point.
Just a moment. A few days ago, a mechanical construct was brought back to the Frost Moon Scions. Come. I will speak to the offenders at once. I am certain the truth of the matter will reveal itself.
Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. What can I do for you, my lady? Theft? We would never do such a thing. This is baseless slander. We did recover a dangerous mechanical device, but we didn't steal it. We confiscated it from a group of bandits.
If there's been a misunderstanding, our guests deserve an explanation.
I remember. It was a few days ago out in the wild. Huh? What's going on over there?
It's still not done? Come on! We need to finish these tests before the locals are onto us!
Can't we just go somewhere else? This job's putting me on edge.
No, idiot! Didn't you hear what the boss said? This thing uses Kuvaki. Why else would we be out here? Now shut up and get moving!
Not so loud. I just need to think. This should be it.
What was that?
What did you do? Are you trying to give us away?
No, Look, at least we know this thing's powerful, right? We should have enough to report back on.
All right, then let's pack up and get out of here.
Stop right there! Drop that dangerous device at once!
Shoot! That was quick. Can you activate this thing again?
I don't even remember what I did. Are we supposed to run with this thing? It weighs a ton!
Let's just make a run for it. The most important thing is that we don't get caught!
So, that's what happened. We didn't catch the bandits, but we were able to intercept the device.
I know. I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure you didn't make some kind of war machine?
Maybe this is another misunderstanding. We don't know for sure that the device Otto confiscated is Clink-Clank.
Did it have this symbol on it?
Yes.
That's the one I designed for my bots. I made it so that even if the bot gets dismantled or modified, the symbol can't be removed. So, Clink-Clank is definitely the bot you picked up.
Misunderstanding resolved, then. The device will be returned to its rightful owner.
Forgive me, my lady, but I believe that is far too risky. Although this device is similar in principle to the cannon in Nasha Town, the two cannot be seen in the same light. By harnessing Kuvaki, the cannon has protected this land from the wild hunt time and time again. I've always regarded it as a blessing from the moon god, but this construct is more like a commercial product. In the hands of those with nefarious intentions, it could easily be exploited for personal gain. As far as I'm aware, this young lady often has dealings with the major factions of Nodcry. I suspect she created the device to sell it for profit. If it ends up on the black market, in the hands of those who would misuse our goddess's gifts...
Clink-Clank is my friend! He's not for sale.
As much as I would like to believe you, that is a risk we cannot take. It is blasphemous to allow the power of our sacred moonlight to be exploited.
I warned them that things were about to get tricky.
The best course of action is to destroy this dangerous device and prevent anything like it from ever being created.
What did you just say? Are you threatening to destroy Clink-Clank?
You must understand. The consequences could be dire.
No, you just want Clink-Clank for yourselves, just like everyone else. Get out of my way!
I know, calm down!
Stop this at once! We cannot let you leave with that dangerous device.
I told you, Clink-Clank is my friend!
Please, calm yourself.
I know!
But you heard him! He wants to destroy Clink-Clank.
We won't let that happen. But causing trouble isn't going to help the situation.
Not good.
A group of flying machines just ambushed the storage facility and took back the device.
What? That can't just be a coincidence. They must have taken advantage of our...
Whoa! That's a lot of recon bots!
It must be those black market merchants! I knew we wouldn't get off so easy.
I can create a temporary moon lane here. Could you get the Kuhenki to help, Traveler?
All right, let's knock him down! Must have Clink-Clank! Ah! It's getting away!
Hey! Get back here!
I know! Watch out!
Darn it.
I know!
Oh, right. The recon bot.
Phew! That was way too close! Reckless much, Traveler?
At least it all turned out okay. Nice fighting back there, by the way. Thought I'd have to That really was way too close. If something happens to that kid, I don't know how I'd explain it to Nefer.
Okay? No! It's not okay! How is it okay? Clink-Clank's been stolen! Again! No. Stop. You're the boss of the Crumkake craft shop, I know. You can't cry at a time like this.
Allow me to apologize on behalf of my people. If we hadn't tried to stop you, perhaps you could have reached your companion in time.
My lady...
If she truly viewed that robot as a product, she could simply create another. But instead, she demonstrated a degree of courage that should put us all to shame. Not even the light of the full moon could reveal the slightest blemish in her goodness. But your hearts are sinking into shadows that the moonlight cannot reach.
You have my sincerest apologies.
It's okay. It was all just one big misunderstanding.
Do not despair, young one. The pure of heart will always have the moonlight to guide them. I'm confident that you will retrieve your companion. I can even send some of my people to help, if needed.
Okay.
That brings us to our next question. Where should we go now?
It's obvious. That stunt just now, it had that merchant from the black market written all over it. He knew we were walking into a conflict with the Frost Moon Scions, and he used that as his opening. I'd even go so far as to say, he's the one that stole your bot in the first place. If you want my opinion, Asiko's your biggest suspect. But I guess we can't rule out the other merchants either.
Yeah, so that means you know where we should search next.
So, it's all up to me again? That market is long gone. Who knows where those merchants scurried off?
You just can't stand seeing Aino so upset.
Great. How am I supposed to back out now? Fine. At least, give me 2 days.
No problem. See, Aino? Look at all the help you've got. Everything's gonna be fine.
I know. Thanks, everyone.